Hey, everybody. If you offend easily, then you need to work a little harder on discovering fire and inventing the wheel. Seriously, catch up with the times. So, today we're going to continue from a little bit from what we did last video. I believe I mentioned, because I was talking about bullies and stuff like that. I think that was the last reading I did, or the last, video I did. Either way, I want to get back to that. I want to circle back to that subject because, y'all, we have a tale. Y'all ever have that incident that just bugs you so much it stays with you? No? I'm just crazy? I'm not surprised. So, this this is called National Cheetos Day. And this one, God, the amount of times I wish I could go back in time and do all of this one different, because I would have let them call my mom and let them explain to her why this went down. At the time, I was so afraid of my mom, I didn't dare call her, even for a moment of what I believe is true injustice. Because I think in this incident, if it had gone down, I'd have probably still got my ass beat, but I think she'd have looked at the school and made them think twice about doing something like this again. So, as y'all know, I was a kid that was picked on a lot. I was, the makings of the person I am now, so therefore I was not well liked and didn't have a lot of friends. Okay. Add that to the fact that I had a mom that didn't let me defend myself, and I was just basically a walking target. And an unlikable one at that. Okay? I know who I was. I'm not even trying to say otherwise, but there's just some girls. Some mean girls. It's just some bitches. And I remember her. This incident specifically is why I remember her name, which I will not say here, but she knows who she is. And I know that that whole group of them knows who they are because this shit's in the yearbook. Yeah, this made it into the yearbook. I am arguing with the table next to me in home economics. The teacher is standing in the doorway of the classroom talking to someone out in the hallway and not paying attention to the classroom at all. Now, I'm already at a table where we're basically the bottoms of the barrel of the classroom, so we're all just kind of tolerating each other because nobody else wants us, right? But even then, I was the bottom of that barrel too, so. The table next to us was the Mean Girls table, and they had a bag of Cheetos. And I'm sure I said something. I mean, I am me, but they started throwing the Cheetos at me. So I threw the Cheetos back. Some of the Cheetos hit the other people at my table, but they just shoved them off onto the floor. I threw them back because I got tired of them, and it was a lot. And I got tired of being thrown at, so I threw one back. And wouldn't you know, that's the fucking moment that the teacher turns around and sees me. So it doesn't matter that they're holding a bag of Cheetos. I was made to clean up my mess that I caused. And I try to protest this, and I get nowhere. Nope, I'm in trouble. I need to clean it up. And while I'm cleaning it up, this teacher's still not paying full attention because every so often these bitches would throw more Cheetos on the floor to make me clean them up, and just smirking as I'm down on the floor having to clean them, and they're like right there. I'm like at their feet damn near having to clean this mess. And while they smirked. And what does this teacher do? That's not enough. This teacher then calls this table of mean girls into her little office in her classroom where they giggle about it and laugh about it. And I remember because I was actually on yearbook that year. And I remember one of the things that went into the yearbook was a comment thanking that teacher and that they'll never forget National Cheetos Day. Now, I don't know if it's actually national. Obviously not off of this, if there's an actual National Cheetos Day or not. But the fact that, I like, this is in my yearbook. Something that was not fair and very belittling to me is in my yearbook memories because the teachers and the girls thought it was funny. And that, I wish I had actually made them call my mom. I want to see them explain to her why that was the correct thing to do. Because my mom would have looked at me and said, "Where'd you get the Cheetos?" And when I would have explained to her that they weren't mine, they were the girls, and that the girls were still eating, mom would not have tolerated that situation. I'd have still gotten my ass beat, but she wouldn't have tolerated that out of them. And I wish, because the school should have known better. The school would have been afraid to call my mom. You didn't want to deal with, nobody wanted to deal with her anymore, and people want to deal with me. So, I should have called their bluff and made them call her. Bet that shit would have gone a lot differently, and I bet it wouldn't be in the yearbook. So, you, that teacher, you, those girls, you, the table that wouldn't, the table I sat with that wouldn't confirm or deny anything, just sat there going, "I don't know, I didn't see anything." Screw all of you. Screw all of you for that. I know, we were all just teenagers. We didn't know any better. Screw y'all. Okay? To a certain extent, I'm with society when it says, man up, bullies happen, toughen up, stop having such thin skin. I'm with that to an extent. And I'm also with the society that sits there and talks about what kind of traumatizing shit comes out of kids being little assholes to one another. I'm literally, I feel both sides of it because, yep, I grew up with a thick skin and I used it to smack other people with because my skin was so thick, And I'm warm, gooey, sensitive on the inside, but, you want to get into a throwdown war with me? I will shut that warm, gooey off. And I will beat you with my own thick skin before going off into the corner by myself where you can't see me. Okay, you're not going to get me before I get you back because of things like this. Because situations like that were common for me growing up. It wasn't just the kids picked on me. No, there was some real bullshit. And that was just one incident of many. I remember when the whole gang got together, brought me in the back of the schoolyard in the mud, and started, circled around me and started kicking my ass because they found me in a game of hide and seek, and that's how they decided to win their victory of a game of hide and seek, was to bring me out into the back playground, which was just rained and full of mud, circle around me and just start kicking me. Everybody was literally kicking me. It took an older student to come along and get me out of there and made me hang out with them the rest of the recess. That was my life. It wasn't enough that I was getting it at home. I got it at school too. And then society now wants to wonder why I'm like this. Now, I'm not saying I'm not accountable. There's nature versus nurture, and I guarantee you my nature was never a pretty one. I guarantee you something's been wrong with me my whole life. I ain't trying to say I was ever an innocent, but y'all made it worse. So much worse. So, you have me today kind of hiding in my own world. Don't want to live in y'all's. Don't know how to interact with y'all. Don't know how to socialize with y'all. Because when was I supposed to learn? At least now, if someone tries to kick my ass today, I can do something about it. And trust me, there were many who tried. Ain't nobody try no more. I guarantee you that. So, let's do a reading. My mood kind of changed faster than I meant it to. So, let's just do a reading. The Empress. Here I am, showing up again. Ta-da! The Empress. So we have the powerful woman, the confident woman. Well, I don't know about confident, but I'm definitely in a mood this morning, and I can feel it radiate around me. Oh, yes, I know I'm broke. Thank you. I know I'm broke. The money is always the worry. It's always on my mind. I swear my hormones are going apeshit again. The Magician. I have the power. I just don't know where the hell I put it. I'm with it. Okay. Just to again point out to people who don't know, the Magician is the one card of the tarot deck that has all four suits of it. Swords, cups, pentacles, and wands. Plus the infinity symbol above his head, indicating he has the knowledge, the power, and time, and wisdom. So I have it. I just don't know where I put it, and I'm pretty sure I fried it somewhere. Three of Wands, looking out into the distance at what comes next, trying to prepare for that to come. Oh, look, what's on the horizon. Yeah, I'm looking at the future because I can't do anything about the present. And why dwell on the unpleasant, right? So I look to the future. At least there's still some hope out there. There ain't a damn thing here. Oh, Temperance. The woman in the picture, entity, angel, it's not really... I never really viewed Temperance as male or female. Either way, the entity on the card is so confident in their actions that they don't even have to pay attention as they pour water from one cup to another. They are that assured of their own sense of balance and being. I would love to be there. There's a lot of major arcana. Wow, brain. Okay. I didn't sleep well, y'all. Y'all, send some good wishes for St. Alan. He's been sick. He wound up in the hospital. So, some good wishes for St. Alan, okay? But, Knight of Pentacles, he's going to be all right. You see that pentacle? See that fighting spirit? He's there. He ain't done yet. Although, got some emotional hurts, some heartbreak. What? Why? We have people who are hurt about something. We know that's me, but everybody around me, no, the whole goal is to make everyone around me do better than I'm able to get myself to do. If I can't improve me, I should at least improve the people around me. So, I don't know. Sometimes I ooze too much. There was this. I love this meme I saw online about I'm a goo monster, and sometimes I drip goo. And if you haven't seen it, go look it up. Literally type in that exact statement and read, and then cry. Okay, because yeah, I want the people around me to do good when I can't do good, but I'm a goo monster, and sometimes I drip goo. Whoever came up with that comic, kudos to you. That right in the feels. Okay, like that one got me when I saw it, and anytime I see it, I repost it. So, yeah, there's a couple of them like that. That when I find them, it's an auto repost. Like whoever, again, credit to whoever came up with this one. It's a person sitting there with a jar called happiness, and the other person walks up going, "I've been looking for that everywhere. Where'd you find it?" "I made it myself." And that one always gets reposted because I have believed that for a long time. Ain't nobody going to give it to you. You have to make it. And I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of hermit from the world and kind of hide in the, what can I do to help the brain not lose its shit? Because, yeah, it's a struggle to make happy. And even the meds don't help always make happy. And I do try and be accountable enough to not make the rest of the world suffer me, but considering how often I have a problem with dripping goo, it's either the world has to deal with me or I have to hide from the world. And y'all, there's got to be a balance of it, which means y'all have to deal with me sometime. Y'all just have to. I understand how I am. But I'm literally already, I tell that to people, I'm literally already doing everything I can. Literally. I am reading the books, I am doing the therapy, I'm doing the meditation, I am doing the yoga, I am doing the meds, I am doing the right foods and the right this and that. I'm doing it, and I'm being as self-accountable as I can be when I can focus on that, which I'm actually doing better than I thought. Like, I'm doing the best I can. And I even said that to a former boss as he was firing me. This is the calmest I've ever been in my life. This is the best and most stable I've ever been in my life. Y'all are getting the best of me. I cannot give you more because I'm already giving you the best. And they always just looking at me going, "Really? This is the calmest?" And I'm like, yeah. And it's never going to be enough. And I come to terms with that because no matter how calm I get, I'm still always too much for the world around me. And so I get treated like Cheetos. I get treated like Cheetos. Because I'm still not good enough no matter how much I've improved. It will never be enough. So then I go into the whole, well, the hell with what the rest of you think. And then I become a very hated person because I stop trying to give a damn about the people whose approval I'm never going to get. So then they make my life hundreds of times worse as a reaction. And it's just, y'all, platitudes are bullshit. And it's a vicious cycle. And I think we all need a better system than this, because we're not going to make it at this rate unless we literally do something like the Matrix, where we go into our own little pod and our own little world and never come out, because we actually can't tolerate or cope with each other. We just can't. Wow, this wound up being a bit more depressing than I meant it to be. So let me get on out of here and let y'all run too. Bye, y'all.